Welcome back, guys. So today is going to be a different kind of video. I really wish Mr. Midnight was here. I'm going to be reading some scary, creepy poems to you. And do tell me what you think and which one was your favorite. Let's begin. And always remember, the darkness always follows. I dwell in a lonely house, I know, that vanished many a summer ago, and left no trace but the cellar walls, and a cellar in which the daylight falls, and the purple-stemmed wild raspberries grow. Away ruined fences, the grapevine shield, the woods come back to the mowing field. The orchard tree has grown one copse of new wood and old where the woodpecker chops. The footpath down to the well is healed. I dwell with a strangely aching heart in that vanished abode there far apart, on that disused and forgotten road that has no dust bath now for the toad. Night comes, the black bats tumble and dart. The whippoorwill is coming to shout, and hush and cluck and flutter about. I hear him begin far enough away, full many a time to say his say, before he arrives to say it out. It is under the small, dim summer star. I know not who these mute folk are, who share the unlit place with me, those stones out under the low-limbed tree. Doubtless bear names that the mosses mar. There are tireless folk, but slow and sad, though too close keeping are lass and lad, with none among them that ever sings, and yet, in view of how many things, as sweet companions as might be had. Remember, my beloved, what thing we met by the roadside on that sweet summer day. There on a grassy couch with pebbles set, a loathsome body lay. The wanton limbs stiff stretched into the air, steaming with exhalations vile and dank, in brutal cynic fashion had laid bare the swollen side and flank. On this decayed the sun shone hot from heaven, as though with semic heat to broil and burn, and unto nature all that she had given, 100-fold return. The sky smiled down upon the horror there, as on a flower that opens to the day. So awful an infection smote the air, almost you swooned away. The swarming flies hummed on the putrid side, whence poured the maggots in a darkling stream that ran along these tatters of life's pride with a luxuriant gleam. And like a wave the maggots rose and fell, the murmuring flies swirled around in busy strife. It seemed as though a vague breath came to swell and multiply with life. The hideous corpse from all this living world, a music as of wind and water ran, or as of grain in rhythmic motion swirled by the swift winnow's fan. And then the vague forms like a dream died out, or like some distant scene that slowly falls upon the artist's canvas that with doubt he only half recalls. A homeless dog behind the boulders lay, and watched us both with angry eyes forlorn, waiting a chance to come and take away the morsel she had torn. And you, even you, will be like this drear thing, a wild infection man may not endure. Star that I yearn till sun that lights my spring, oh passionate and pure, Yes, such will you be, Queen of every grace, when the last sacramental words are said, and beneath grass and flowers that lovely face moulders among the dead. Then, oh beloved, whisper to the worm that crawls up to devour you with a kiss, that I still guard in memory the dear form of love that comes to this. Round about the cauldron go, in the poison entrails throw, toward the under cold stone, days and nights hast 31. Swelled venom, sleeping got, boil thou first, I the charmed pot. Double, double, toil and trouble, fire burn and cauldron bubble. Fillet of a fenny snake, in the cauldron boil and bake. Eye of newt and toe of frog, wool of bat and tongue of dog. Adder's fork and blindworm's sting, lizard's leg and howlet wing. For a charm of powerful trouble, like a hell broth boil and bubble. Double, double, toil and trouble, fire burn and cauldron bubble. Scale of dragon, tooth of wolf, witch's mummy, moe and gulf. Of the ravin salt sea shark, root of hemlock dig thee the dark. Liver of balsam Jew, gall of gout, and slips of yew. Silvered in the moon's eclipse, nose of Turk and Tartar's lips. Finger of birth strangle bab, ditch delivered by a drab. Make the gruel thick and slab. Add thereto a tiger's children, for the ingredients of our cauldron. Double, double, toil and trouble, fire burn and cauldron bubble. All houses wherein men have lived and died are haunted houses. Through the open doors, the harmless phantoms on their errands glide, with feet that make no sound upon the floors. We meet them at the doorway, on the stair, along the passages they come and go. Impalpable impressions on the air, a sense of something moving to and fro. There are more guests at table than the hosts invited. The illuminated hall is thronged with quiet, inoffensive ghosts, as silent as the pictures on the wall. The stranger at my fireside cannot see the forms I see, nor hear the sounds I hear. He but perceives what is, while unto me all that has been is visible and clear. We have no title deeds to house or lands, owners and occupants of earlier dates. From graves forgotten stretch their dusty hands, and hold in mortmain still their old estates. The spirit world around this world of sense floats like an atmosphere, and everywhere wafts through these earthly mists and vapors dense a vital breath of more ethereal air. Our little lives are kept in equipoise by opposite attractions and desires, the struggle of the instinct and enjoys, and the more noble instinct that aspires. These perturbations, this perpetual jar of earthly wants and aspirations high, come from the influence of an unseen star, an undiscovered planet in our sky. And as the moon from some dark gate of cloud through the sea a floating bridge of light, across whose trembling planks our fancies crowd into the realm of mystery and night. So from the world of spirits there descends a bridge of light, connecting it with this, o'er whose unsteady flow that sways and bends, wander our thoughts above the dark abyss. Well, guys, I thank you all for listening. I hope you enjoyed these 4 poems, and I hope they terrified you and scared you. I'll see you again very soon. So until then, love the darkness. Oh, I sound like Mr. Midnight, don't I? I know you miss him. Love the darkness as it always follows.